Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Today.
Breaking news overnight, 2 shootings in downtown Houston, one of them deadly. This morning, how victims from both ended up at the same popular sports bar near George R. Brown Convention Center.
Also downtown overnight, an officer taken to the hospital after a bad wreck. Ahead, why the driver was arrested.
Plus confusion over Times Person of the Year. President Trump says he turned down the offer, but this morning the magazine says not so fast. Good morning, it's Saturday, November 25th. Welcome to the second hour of the show. I'm Juliana Colina, thank you so much for joining us. Meteorologist Cambro Marshall joins us now with our first look at our forecast.
Breaking news this morning, 1 person dead and 3 injured in a pair of shootings in downtown Houston. One happened inside a bar, another a few blocks away, after which the victims drove to that bar on Walker and Chartres looking for help. That's where we find Channel 2's Lee Ferlisi. Lee, good morning. You spoke to investigators. Do they know the motive for these shootings?
We're also tracking breaking news out of Cyprus, where deputies are investigating a shooting. At this time, 1 man is dead and a second is in custody. Harris County Precinct 4 deputies says it all started at a Green Whisper near Cypresswood Drive, where 2 men were trying to break into vehicles. When deputies arrived, the suspects took off. Deputies were able to catch one, but the canine unit caught the other. Investigators say when the man and the canine began to struggle, the man pulled a gun and ended up shooting himself. He later died at the hospital.
New this morning, a Houston police officer is injured after a driver slammed into a patrol car downtown. Several witnesses told investigators the officer had the green light at Pierce and Fannin when a pickup truck ran a red light and crashed into her. Crews took the officer to the hospital as a precaution, but she's expected to be okay. A woman in the pickup truck suffered a broken ankle and the driver is being tested for intoxication.
Also new, a homeowner fights back after deputies say 4 men tried to rob him. It happened at a home on Remington Springs and Desert Merriman Drive, northeast Harris County. Investigators say the man was in his garage when 4 men ambushed him and held him at gunpoint. But the homeowner was armed and deputy says he shot one of the robbers and the rest of the group ran away. The injured suspect is now in the hospital and the homeowner was not hurt.
Investigators are working to find the motive behind a deadly shooting in southwest Houston. They say someone shot a man on South Gessner Road near Bel Air Boulevard last night and the man died at the hospital. Investigators say surveillance video shows 1 person getting out of a black car and opening fire before speeding off. A handgun was found at the scene.
We did recover a pistol from the area around where the victim was, but it's unknown at this time if that was his gun or the gun used to shoot him. We don't know yet.
At this time, police have not made any arrests.
Now an update to breaking news near the Montrose area, where crews are still working to fix a water leak. The leak caused minor flooding near Shepherd Drive and Westheimer Road. Crews shut off the water in the area to find the problem, which forced several businesses nearby to close early.
This morning, the FBI is tracking down a man who robbed a Wells Fargo in Midtown. The man targeted the bank on Smith Street near Drew Street in the middle of the day. Surveillance cameras captured these photos of the accused robber, wearing, as you can see, a navy blue hoodie and square rimmed glasses. If you recognize him, call Crime Stoppers.
Funeral services will be held today for the Border Patrol agent who died on duty in West Texas. Last night, hundreds of people attended an El Paso funeral home to pay their final respects to the 36-year-old Rogelio Martinez. Last week, Martinez and his partner were found at the bottom of a 14-foot culvert. His partner survived, but told investigators he couldn't remember what happened.
Now to a developing story out of Egypt, where the government there is retaliating after a deadly attack on a mosque in northern Sinai. Egypt's military says its warplanes have struck several vehicles used in the attack, in which Islamic extremists used guns and grenades to kill at least 300 people and injured more than 100. No group has claimed responsibility for the attack. To pay tribute to these victims of the mosque attack, the Eiffel Tower in Paris dimmed its lights at midnight. Egyptian media says the terror attacks was the deadliest in Egypt's modern history.
President Trump's latest tweet about Time magazines left many scratching their heads. The president tweeted yesterday that he turned down a potential offer to the title of Time magazine's Person of the Year for 2017. The magazine refuted Trump's claims in a statement which says, quote, President Trump was incorrect on how Time chooses its Person of the Year and didn't comment on the choice until the publication. The president was named Time's Person of the Year last year.
Caught on camera, a woman leads police on a wild chase from Kansas to Missouri. Police say the chase started in Kansas City, Kansas, where a woman allegedly tried to run over a Kansas police officer. The woman traveled across state lines into Kansas City, Missouri, reaching speeds up to 100 miles per hour. Officers later caught up with the woman and says she and 2 passengers are now in custody.
Texas Tech fans have a lot to celebrate after knocking off Texas and possibly saving the job of head coach Cliff Kingsbury, who entered his 5th season on the hot seat after his team missed out on a bowl in 2 of the 3 previous years. The Red Raiders appear to be on their way to missing out again, as the Longhorns had the lead and the ball late in the 4th quarter. But Texas Tech's Jadis Parker intercepted James Engelhurst and returned 55 yards, setting up a game-winning touchdown to pass Cameron Batson. The Red Raiders beat the Longhorns 27-23. A technical difficulty halted last night's Mega Million drawing for a few minutes. Lottery officials have not said what the issue was, but the numbers are 16, 36, 54, 61, 64. The Mega Ball is 22 and the Mega Player is 3.
More fallout from sexual harassment allegations against journalist Charlie Rose.
Coming up, days after losing his job at CBS and PBS, now the veteran reporter is losing some major awards.
Plus, not many people are in the water around Galveston these days, but a different story in California. Next, how Good Samaritans helped save a man after he was attacked by a shark. Time now, 11:12.